Hi there, this is just me recording about the school cost tuition and the decision that my husband and I made in regards to committing to it and then just getting through school. First thing I want to say is yes, the money can be quite a bit. I mean, for us, we paid somewhere upwards of 3,700, but while we were able to afford that out of pocket, it did kind of take a bit of a chunk out of our savings. However, given the jobs that we were working, which is like your everyday jobs from grocery stores to a desk attendant, stuff of that nature, you're not making a whole lot. Even if you might be making a decent amount, it's not really much in the grand scheme of things when it comes to being able to put money back and to have money to make big investments such as houses or cars or, daily living expenses that are important and affect the rest of your life. So when we were considering me doing this school, we took that into account. We just went and looked up the job, how much people are making on average. And yeah, you can make stuff on the lower end starting at 16 an hour, which is not great, especially whenever you can make that without having to go to school, without having to spend that much money. But there are jobs that make more, starting upwards anywhere from 20 to 27, even starting out. What I've learned just through my own searching online and then through people that I know who I didn't even know previously were dental assistants or knew people that were dental assistants, and I've talked with them. The key that I've discovered and that I've decided to stick with is don't settle for a job that is undermining your schooling. Make sure you're doing well in school. Make sure you're working hard to learn everything. Really have that go-getter attitude. But don't settle for anything that you would be making. The amount that you would be making would be the same as what you wouldn't be or what you would be without the school. Now, for me, what's worth it is 19 plus an hour. You're starting out, you're gonna make less than someone who's been there for several years or decades. But I think 19 an hour is reasonable. And then if you can negotiate for more, or just keep searching. Don't settle for a job. Even if you have one that bites, maybe there might be another one if you feel in your gut that it's not worth it. But just keep going, keep moving forward. Like I said, just be a go-getter. Job-wise, I know some people will be like, well, I don't have the money or the time to be able to go to school. Well, if you need to, get a different job. That's what I did. I had a full-time job that quite honestly wasn't really working out, but financially speaking and time-wise, I needed something different. For me personally, I got a cleaning job. I started doing that job, and it's honestly been really amazing. They've been really flexible with me. I make a pretty decent amount, especially part-time, being able to go to school here. And if you have a spouse or a partner that you co-live with and that are also working and helping to pay the bills, talk with them, discuss it. If the financial aspects in the end are worth it, maybe it's a season where the other party, the other partner, the other husband, or maybe it's a wife in this circumstance, takes the role of being the primary provider while you take a step back and maybe cut some hours if you can. And if not, then just do your best to manage school, sleep, and work while pursuing this. And then at the end, that to me, it's worth it. My schedule is really hectic right now. I'm working, I'm going to school. I have a lot of stuff that I take care of at home, among other things that I do. But the school's only 3 months in my whole life. And then I'll be making more. And then every year I'll be making more and more and more. To me, it's worth it. And that's all I need to say.